Welcome to Legends and Lore, a spooky podcast by the 6th graders at OP. My name is Tara, and today I'm going to be talking about Pretty Boy Floyd. Stay tuned to find out more. This podcast was recorded using iMovie, and the music is from purpleplanet.com. Charles Arthur Floyd, aka Pretty Boy Floyd, was born February 3rd, 1904 in Adairsville, Georgia. Charles Floyd, aka Pretty Boy Floyd, died October 22, 1934, at age 30, East Liverpool, Ohio. The cause of his death was he got shot in a cornfield behind a house of a woman named Ellen Conkle. She was 41 years old and lived by herself. Charles' family moved to Oklahoma to start a farm in the early years of the 20th century, and like many Oklahoma farmers, they were desperately poor. Floyd, tired of living in poverty, turned to crime. He was first arrested for petty theft at age 18. His occupation was a gangster and bank robber. His penalty was 15 years in prison, escaped and killed by federal agents. Floyd and Adam Ritchie became primary suspects in a gunfight known as the Kansas City Massacre on June 17, 1933. Get your pencil bags, get your pencil bags. Oh hi, didn't see you there. Would you like to get a one and only stylish pencil bag? One for you, one for me, one for everybody. And if you would like one, you can visit our website at 222.pencilcase.com. Pretty Boy Floyd had a hideout. His hideout was at 6612 Edville in Armour Hills. It was where in June 1933, Miller and Charles, aka Pretty Boy Floyd, tried their unsuccessful jailbreak. Their jailbreak was for Buddy Frank Jelly Nash, who died with two other policemen. They were shot to death during the attempt of the jailbreak. Afterward, one of the gentlemen went home and died in the attic, and ever since, people have heard weird noises. The door opens and closes, and the lights turn on and off. Charles Arthur Floyd got his nickname Pretty Boy Floyd by Orville Drake, because when he worked in the oil fields, he would wear a white button-up dress shirt and slacks at work. The men on the rig began calling him Pretty Boy, which later turned into Pretty Boy Floyd. At age 20, Pretty Boy Floyd got married to Ruby Hargraves. They had a child that went by the name of Charles Dempsey Jack Floyd. Floyd and his wife got divorced, then remarried when Floyd got out of jail. Oklahoma never thought that they would experience a funeral like his. 80 years ago, the Oklahoma ranch boy that became legendary bank burglar Charles Pretty Boy Floyd was placed to rest in a little hilltop graveyard in Aikens, approximately 10 miles northeast of Salsa. Close to the Arkansas state border, it's still believed to be the biggest funeral ever held in Oklahoma. Dust and smoke rose as an uncontrollable crowd arrived. Counts of attendees ranging from anywhere between 10,000 and 40,000 people were projected, and a local newspaper reported. Charles Arthur Floyd operated in the Midwest and West-South Central states. His mother was Mamie Helena Eccles Floyd, and his father was Walter Lee Floyd. People in Oklahoma called him the Robin Hood of the Cookson Hills. Floyd began to rob banks in order to help people instead of robbing banks for personal pleasure. The thrill of the hunt had left him, and now he had a more personal agenda in his words. If you ain't gonna do nothing to help the little guy, Pretty Boy Floyd will. From his humble beginnings through the early days of his bumbling career, escalating into his days as champion to common man, and finally even in death, Charles Pretty Boy Floyd remains a legend and a hero. Pretty Boy Floyd robbed numerous banks, gas stations, and stores. Still, he was eerily worshipped by those who were less than wealthy. After John Dillinger was caught and killed, Floyd became public enemy number one, and a $23,000 bounty was offered for his capture, dead or alive. Floyd avoided the authorities for more than a year after the massacre, using the alias Mr. George Sanders and going into hiding with Richie and two women, Rose and Beulah Barrett. It wasn't until Westville, Ohio Police Chief J.H. Fultz was told that suspicious individuals were lurking outside of town that authorities found the men, with Richie apprehended and Floyd making an escape. He was later found in East Liverpool, Ohio cornfield in a shootout ensued. Floyd was shot twice, with his last words being, "I'm done for, you've hit me twice." The FBI agents left to get an ambulance, but Floyd died 15 minutes after being shot. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Legends of Noir. Thanks for listening.